Will this spot work? Great. Help me lay out the blanket so we have a nice place to sit while we eat. Yeah, that's perfect. Sure is pretty out here. We're surrounded by tall pines for lots of shade, and the birds are singing. This was a great idea you had. So, how are you doing? Dark memories staying away? Well, that's good. I'm glad. So, how's school? Classes going okay? I knew you'd rock it. Yeah, I'm always ready to eat. What did you bring? Oh my gosh, I could feed an army. Hey now, you be nice. I work hard. I need food for energy. You little brat. Is the desk working okay? I'm glad. You did a real good job on it. Why, thank you. I'm so glad you'll allow me to be your helper next time. That's very gracious of you. I feel like there's more of a reason for this picnic than you're telling me. Well, you keep giving me that side eye look, and I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, so just say whatever it is you want to say. You met someone. Well, that's great. I'm happy for you. Tell me about him. Outdoorsy, huh? That's nice. He wants to take you to his family's cabin in the woods. Does he know about what you went through? Why not? Darling, I understand you don't want to tell everyone you meet, but if you're thinking about dating him, being alone with him in a spot that might be upsetting to you, well, don't you think you should mention it? How long have you known him? No, doesn't mean anything. It's just an acknowledgement of your comment. Darling, I don't think I deserve that tone. I only want you to be happy. And safe. You know, I was a cop before I started with Fish and Game. And in that capacity, I saw a lot of ugly stuff. I left the department because I didn't like always having to consider the worst about people. Sometimes I fall back into that mode, especially when someone I care about could possibly be going into a dangerous situation. There's also the concern of being alone in the woods with someone you barely know. Now, don't go putting words in my mouth. I didn't say that. You're very smart. You have a good head on your shoulders. Not to mention one hell of a right hook. Next time we spar together, could you pull your punches a little bit? My jaw still hurts. But anytime you're alone with someone, it's a risk. Add in a considerable distance, like a cabin in the woods, and the risk factor increases. I don't know this guy. He might be a perfect gentleman, and then again, he might not. And you can bet I'm going to call in a few favors and run a background check on this guy as soon as I get you back home. Oh, I know you can defend yourself. But anytime you tussle with someone, there's a chance you can get really hurt. I've had a lot of self-defense classes, military training, hand-to-hand combat, but a pissed-off lady about half my size stuck a knife about this deep into my kidney while I was trying to subdue the asshole that beat her up. And that one moment of distraction just about got me killed. It's experiences like that that make me worry when someone I care about goes into a risky situation. It's not that I doubt you, darling, I don't. You're tough and you're smart. But I don't know that you consider the world through the same lens that I do. And to be honest, I don't want you to. The stuff I've seen has made me pretty cynical, and I don't want that for you. I just want you safe. Yes, and happy. Well, can't we find something that's safe and happy? I know that. Opening up yourself to the possibility of love is always risky. But that's a risk to your heart, to your emotions. It's not quite the same thing. Me? Now, darling, let's not go there. We're talking about you. I work a lot. It's hard to date with a schedule like mine. That's true, but you're a priority. Friends make friends a priority. Dating, it just isn't important to me right now. Maybe down the road sometime it will be, but right now I've got a lot on my plate. Of course I've dated in the past. How did we get on this subject? We're talking about you going into a risky situation with a guy you met just a short time ago. I bet you do like this subject better, but I don't see the point in discussing my love life, or the lack thereof, as the case may currently be. You have a point, huh? You're sure? Okay, go ahead. No, I am not afraid to date. Yes, I've been in a long-term relationship before. What do you mean by did it end well? It ended, so how well could it have been? Who ended it? I ended it. What's with the side eye again? You don't think I could end a relationship that had turned toxic? Knew what? You're confusing the heck out of me, darling. When I realized I wasn't the only man sharing their bed, I knew it was time to end it. Yes, I've had dates since then. No, not many. I told you, it's not a high priority. My job takes a whole lot of my time. No, not every waking moment, but I have other responsibilities too. I didn't say you were a responsibility, but I do consider my friends to be a commitment that I take seriously. Well, I have projects I'm working on. I'm trying to fix up my house, my truck. I have my woodworking projects. I'm not just sitting around the house pining for lost love, if that's what you're imagining. I'm not afraid to date, but I'm not ready to devote the time and energy to a relationship right now, so it seems pointless to date. Darling, let's talk about something else, please. How's school going? Yeah, you're right. I did ask that already. I'm sorry. I'm not flustered. I just didn't expect to talk about me. I was looking forward to hearing about all the great stuff you've been up to. Instead, I feel like I'm laying on a shrink's couch, having my emotions and actions analyzed. No thanks. Yes, I'll admit you may have a point. I may be putting my energies elsewhere because I'm not ready to go through that again. Or I may have found that I'm happy doing my own thing right now and I don't have to be in a relationship to be happy or feel fulfilled. I don't know the answer. I'll give it some thought and get back to you. Now it's my turn. What if this grows serious? Will you have the time to devote to your studies and time enough for a relationship? I know people do it all the time, but there's only so many hours in the day. Are you good at organizing your time like that? I appreciate that you can recognize you weren't good with it in the past. Not everyone can admit to struggling with something. Of course, I think you can do it. You can do anything you really put your mind to. But it sure isn't easy to change bad habits, especially when you're distracted with a love interest. I didn't say love interest like something nasty flew into my mouth. I believe in love. Hell, eventually, I'd like to find love. I'm just not in a hurry. Maybe it'll have to find me instead. Come on, darling. Help me fold up this blanket and we'll go for a walk. There's a creek not far from here. It's really pretty. I want to show it to you.